All right. On to number 15, which is follow your intuition, right? It is important to follow your intuition. Now, what is intuition, y'all? Believe it or not, it is a noun. One of the definition is, having the ability to understand something immediately without the need of consciousness or conscious reasoning, right? And the sentence that go along with that is, we shall allow our intuition to guide us. This is per Google search, to be exact. And the similarities with this definition is intuitiveness, the sixth sense. Hence, the sixth chakra is the third eye chakra. It's not using your physical eye, it's using your spiritual eye, your discernment, right? Your spiritual discernment eye. That feeling, which leads to the next one. The next definition of intuition, that is a noun as well, is a thing that one knows or considers unlikely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reason. The plural noun for this is intuitions, of course, but a sentence that can go along with this is, your insights and intuitions as a native speaker are positively sought. And so the similar meanings for this particular definition of intuition is hunch or a feeling, which is in that sacral plexus region. No, to be exact, solar plexus, excuse me. It'll be in that solar plexus region, because you'll be getting that hunch or you'll be getting that feeling in that lower area. That's that physical feeling of using that discernment, whether it's butterflies, right, in your stomach, you're being nervous of a first date, that puppy love, or you feeling that nausea energy, that nausea where you want to purge out whatever is presenting itself to you at the time. That's another form of intuition in the solar plexus region, of you having that feeling that something ain't right? So if you get those hunches, if you get those feelings, right? If you are using your discernment with that spiritual eye, right? With that third eye, that's why it's called the sixth sense, with the sixth chakra, right? Well, once you get that feeling, follow it. It will not stray you, because it may keep you out of mess. It may keep you out of drama. It may save you for something that is not meant for you. As the old saying goes, God's protection, God's rejection is protection, right? Or rejection is God's protection. That's where that intuition comes into play. So that is the full definition, the Google definition of a noun. Yes, everybody has the intuition, male and female. All right. Same as the divine masculine and feminine energy. Everybody has masculine energy. Everybody has feminine energy, but you got to be able to balance both of them, which will be explained on further down in the in one of the points. But yes, it's important to follow your intuition, whether it is that hunch feeling or that spiritual eye discernment feeling, so you can be able to maneuver out of yourself of obstacles and challenges within your life. All right. And that would leads to the next point, number 16, into stepping your power. Once you know your self-worth, once you live in the present, once you're seeing the bigger picture, once you're treating others the way you want to be treated, and you following your intuition, that's when you're able to step into your power, having the courage to conquer your fears, right? Conquer whatever shadow energy, whether it's inner child, self-sabotage, procrastination, laziness, all that. You'll be able to conquer that once you step into your power. Having the courage, having the willpower, that's in that solar plexus region again. That deals with self-determination, self-acceptance, self-worth, your self-esteem, right? Dealing with the self, getting self together. When you step into your power, you are able to have the capacity and the ability to create out of love, which will radiate in that heart chakra, right? That love, that compassion, that forgiveness. You'll be able to shine through all of that, so you can be able to create whatever you want to bring into your life. All right. Having the courage, stepping out of the matrix, stepping into your true, authentic self, and not giving a hoot of what people think about you. Once you step into your power, you are able to live life the way you always want to live. Comfortably, financially free, no schedule. You doing things on your own terms. You're able to be flexible and maneuver around. Okay? And I'm still working on that, my dang self, working into stepping in my power, because I do have those thoughts sometimes when I go when I'm creating something that is beyond my reach, but I know I can get there as long as I continue to stay on the course, stay on the path, right? Continue to walk in that faith, follow that intuition. Yes, that's how that goes. That's how that comes into play when it comes to step into your power. You have that courage like the lion in itself, so you can roar, you can shine your light. And when you do, it is going to come. The features of your face is going to change to where you do nothing but radiate light, because you are stepping out of the matrix. You are stepping out to the beat of your drum, right? So that's number 16. Step into your power. Number 17 is, let's go on to number 17. Number 17 is all skinfolk and kinfolk. This is going to press a lot of people's buttons, but I don't care, because it needs to be addressed, right? All skinfolk and kinfolk. And this is in regards to people not wanting you to succeed, right? It could be right up in your camp. It could be your own family members. It could be people that has the same skin tone as you, or it could just be people in general that you surround yourself with, and you come up with ideas and they think it's out of the norm and they don't fully support you in there. That's when you need to question. That's when you need to use that discernment, right? To see if those people are really truly there for you or not. Because who knows? They could stop you from stepping into your power, because you're able to recognize what you are capable of, what you're able to bring to the table. And what they can do, they can knock you down a pedestal. They can knock you down a level just to humble you, right? Just to humble you. When really, they are stopping you from your, they're partially stopping you from your path, because you can stop you can be your own critic and your own self. But you need to watch out for them people. All skinfolk and kinfolk. And that's what leads to the next point, which is setting boundaries. That's when you need to start setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, and fully communicating with those people that has the naysayers, right? Because you, as long as you believe in the vision, it can come true, right? But if you don't believe it, and they see you don't believe it, they're gonna put some things in your head to where you self-doubt yourself. You start to doubt your capabilities on whether you can actually, succeed on what you're trying to bring to life, right? So that's why when it comes to setting boundaries, it needs to be established right then and there. So slowly, well, first you can communicate openly and thoroughly to the people that you think that will not allow you to succeed, right? Those naysayers. First, you can communicate with them like, hey, I'm just gonna pull back for a minute so I can focus on myself, my self-love, my self-worth, my journey, so I can be able to make my dreams and aspirations and goals come true, right? And then I'm gonna see you on the flip side. That's exactly. I mean, you could say it just like that, or you could just politely, quiet, just go on ghost mode for a little minute, go on a little retreat, relocate if you have to, right? Relocate if you have to, and see how it works out for you in a new environment. A changing environment can work wonders once you start setting boundaries with people that you think is not going to support you or want you or don't want to succeed. Okay, so set those boundaries, yo. Set those boundaries. Just go ahead and rip the band-aid off. Of course, it'll hurt at first. I'm gonna tell you that it's gonna hurt at first, but over time, as you continue to evolve, you're going to not have that burden like you used to when those boundaries kept getting crossed each time you're trying to level up in your own little way, right? Now, moving right along to number 19, which is don't judge a book by its cover. I learned this lesson as well all throughout my life, but definitely in Mexico, on the Mexico trip. And this is in regards to the pay, right? I've learned from people, me and a couple of other people that I was with at the time. We're talking to these elderly people that were constant goer or frequent goers to Mexico, and they gave us little tidbits on when it comes to traveling and stuff like that, and making sure y'all they have extra money on the side set aside, especially for tips, because the folks there, they survive based on $7 per day and not $7 per hour. And I was like, oh, that explains it all, because I would always see signs that would say gratuity is recommended but is not required. But it is helpful because it is extra income for them to utilize in their day-to-day necessities. So once those people have revealed that to us in regards on their pay and how they would set aside strictly for tips and stuff, I was like, I see why those signs was there, and I see why those people from those backgrounds come to the US as well to find a better living, because they get paid $7 per day, not per hour. Okay. And the fact that, they are offered that amount, which is still the federal amount when it shouldn't be, because it's been a long time since that's been changed. The minimum wage hasn't changed since I was in high school as a freshman. So yeah, it's long overdue. That was in 07. It's long overdue for the minimum wage to go up. But it's just a simple fact that when I went to another country and they make that amount per day and not per hour, I was like, yeah, I see why they have those signs, as it's recommended, but it's not required, but it will help with their basic necessities. So um don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know what the circumstances is at the time. You don't know what type of mind frame that person is at the time. So it's just important to just keep an open mind when being introduced to stuff like that, or just keep an open mind in general, introducing yourself to other people, because you don't know what their mind frame is at the time. And as long as you are presenting yourself in a loving light fashion, then of course they will know, the other party will know in the end. Okay, so don't judge a book by its cover, y'all. Everybody's going through something. All right.